Hello and welcome to another video. Today, in the middle of January snow, let's make some sunny butterflies. If you like, I'll leave a link how to find the printable butterflies I'm using here. But of course, you can use whatever butterflies you like. The best frames for this type of wall art are shadow boxes. This is the very best frame, with a glass on top and there's space in between. But you can use other types of frames as well. The first idea is super simple. I just printed out a sheet of butterflies and old handwriting, and I'm ripping the edges off like this. This is printed in half size. You can print out my butterflies in A4 size or smaller. You can color the butterflies, or you can just keep them black and white. This is really quick and easy way to make nice wall art. You can use whatever color you like, depending on your home decor. Maybe you'd like to have a little bit of yellow to brighten up your kitchen. Or you could use two different colors and make a pair of shadow boxes. I quite like this black and white butterfly with yellow background. But eventually I chose to use brown background. I really like this one. If you have wooden words like this, you could just add a little bit of glue to both ends and adhere it to the top of the frame like this. That's totally optional. It's looking perfectly fine without it as well. Next up, let's make something with colored butterflies. There are many options how to color digital stamps, but my favorites are watercolor, chalk pastels and inks, and sometimes strong coffee. To color this turquoise butterfly, I'm using Dylusions ink, vibrant turquoise. You only need a few drops. I'm using wet brush and water to dilute my ink. The paper is not watercolor paper, but it's pretty thick. It's heavyweight copy paper, 160 grams per square meter. It will buckle if you use a lot of water, but it doesn't really matter even if it does, as I'm going to bend and shape the wings of my butterflies anyway. I know some people cut out the antlers, and I sometimes do that too, just to save time, but if you're creating dimensional art, it's nice to have those antlers. So next up, I'm going to show you how to do it, because it's actually quite easy. All you need is just sharp scissors and a little patience, and good eyesight or good eyeglasses. Just go around the antlers and leave a little bit of white to both sides. You can color them black if you like, but I'm going to leave them white this time. If you have small scissors, you may notice that it's easier to use them, but the most important thing is that your scissors are sharp and tight, but not too tight. This is another hard part. Just turn the butterfly around, not your scissors, and you'll see it's actually quite simple and easy to fussy cut your butterflies. Isn't it pretty? Next up, I'm going to show how I shape my butterflies. I'm using a barbecue stick to help me, like this. And we're done. I use tea and coffee to make the paper look brown and aged. And I cut out a birch twig to fit the background paper. Next step, I'm simply using a staple to adhere the twig to the paper background. It's going to be hidden behind the butterfly. I'm applying craft glue to both sides and to the middle, but not to the wings. And this is how it turned out. I had to leave the glass off to keep my butterfly 3D. If you protect your artwork with matte medium or some kind of varnish, it'll last longer. I didn't, however, because I'm not going to keep this piece forever in this frame. It's nice to change your wall art from time to time anyway. Next up, I'm going to use some twine and some nice background paper. I wrap the twine to a circle, and again I'm using staples to adhere it. I'm placing the staples so that they're gonna be under the wings. Gluing down the butterfly. Next step, I added some milk white small paper roses. You could use hot glue, but I just wrapped and stuck them there. And I made this title or sentiment that I'm adhering with foam tape. This one is protected from dust and air behind the glass. It would be a nice gift to someone who likes vintage home decor. Next up, let's make a butterfly collection. I printed out my butterflies in different sizes and also on this orange or apricot colored paper. And I'm going to use all of them now. I'm using chalk pastels to color this big butterfly. I'm coloring the small butterflies as well, even though they're on colored paper. This paper is normal weight, so it's going to buckle more than the thick white paper, but that's okay. I'm not going to show how I painted all the butterflies because that would be boring. This is just to give you some ideas. I drew rectangles to each butterfly with a pencil and a stencil, and I stamped some words with black ink. Finally, I added some glitter glue to make bodies to the small butterflies, and just a little bit to the bigger butterflies as well. Sadly, I ran out of shadow boxes, so I had to frame this one with the regular frame. This one would be really nice in a proper shadow box, almost like a real butterfly collection, except better, because no real butterflies were hurt making this collection. And we're done with this tutorial. As I said, I'll leave a link to the butterflies in the description box down below. Besides making wall art, you can use them in your journals or scrapbooks as well. Thank you very much for watching. Next up, I'm editing a mixed media canvas tutorial, so I hope we'll see you soon again. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave a comment and feel free to share this video if you like. Have a lovely day and see you in my next video. Bye!